Shield Online Battles number 20. Now, the last time we got into a fight with an Obstagon, and my Pokemon got wiped out, even my fastest Pokemon. So, maybe in the future I need to get a faster Pokemon for my team, because, I mean, I don't see a lot of people use Obstagon in the first place, so that could be an issue at some point. So let's connect to the internet. Go to link battles, single. I don't think I've ever done an online double battle before, and, well, for good reason. I really don't care much for double battles. I don't have the strategy to do doubles. Plus, you need very specific Pokemon, and to be that honest with you, most people for doubles usually end up using a raid team, a sun team, or some other gimmick. Which I'm not saying is not a bad strategy. It's just, okay, so there's the one guy I was talking about last time that's not going to, even though he got in the battle, he's not going to battle for whatever stupid reason, so we're going to go and try again. I always thought it was cool if you talk to the NPCs in this game, and you haven't talked to them before, they give you, like, random stuff, like you just got a cup of noodles. And this guy would probably give me, yeah, he gave me a bag of Stardust, which is actually quite valuable. You can sell for quite a bit. I thought that was a Vanillite in the water over there. Wait, is it? That's a Frillish. No. What is it? Is it Vanillite? That's weird. You think you wouldn't find an ice cream Pokemon in the middle of the water? You think they would, like, melt, like if you pour hot water on an ice cream cone. OAGY. O-G-Y. I don't know. Whatever, however pronounce his name. Sign the battle rules. Okay. So 1 to 6. Set the low 50. Okay, so that's usually my basic. Now you might notice that I've leveled my Pokemon at one point. They were 15, now they're 100. I did that because there are people who like to do the level 100 thing, no restrictions, which means they'll always have level 100 Pokemon. In case they decide, those really just decide to use candies to bump all my Pokemon up. Okay, so it looks like he has a full Dark team. It's rather interesting. If I use Fighting, he has Mandibuzz. I think the most obvious thing to start with would be Lucario. I mean, it might be too obvious. I might get my butt kicked, but before I go too far, though, I gotta see how fast Lucario... Nope, I didn't even do that. See how fast Lucario is. 138. So actually, yeah, my fastest Espeon. Okay. Which won't do me much good in the dark, a dark team. But considering they're all dark types, that's either going to be a huge... He's either going to know how to really work his dark types, or I'm going to really disrupt his team. I'm going to be dead honest with you. I think the pose for Leon was cool when I first really saw it, but the more you see it, the more it's like, it's just plain. Okay, so that's not what I forgot about Grimmsnarl is Dark and Fairy. So, I don't know how this is going to work. And it's shiny. It really doesn't add the stats or anything, but let's see. There's a little close combat. He starts with, okay, so that's interesting. He must have Prankster, that's why he went first. So we're going to go with close combat, obviously. And that's going to do less damage than I thought it would. So right at the bat, he's setting up walls, so his Pokemon take less damage. This guy might be a bit more professional than I am. It goes for... When did Grimmsnarl learn Thunder Wave? Oh, don't tell me his whole team revolved around Paralyzation, because that's just not going to be a good time all around. I could use another move besides close combat if I wasn't poised. Lucario's meant to be my breaker, so let's see what he does now. He's going to try to use like Flatter or Swagger or something like that. I'm probably going to try to completely... Okay, so we withdrew Grimmsnarl. If I had to guess, he's going to send out Mandibuzz now. Yep. Lucario's paralyzed, okay. I could Dynamax, but the chance that you can still get paralyzed while you're Dynamax, that seems like too much of a risk for me. So he goes to Knockoff, which actually helps me in this situation because now I can do something else besides close combat, but it also lowers my attack. So apparently, at least two of his Pokemon have Pranksters. I don't think Mandibuzz is really fast enough Okay, red card, so he's gonna not throw my Pokemon back. He's gonna send out Umbreon. That's an interesting choice. The only problem is, I'm trying to think what I should do here. Let's see where Foul Play gets us. Probably not very far, but if he decides to raise her stats somehow, then at least I have a somewhat of a chance. If we're gonna switch to Big Sharp, actually, didn't think of it. Called it. No Foul Play. I'm hoping he goes for Sword Dance here. That way my Foul Play does more damage. If I know people the way I know people, he knows Sword Dance. Yep. So if you didn't know, Foul Play actually increases the more the Pokemon's attack stat is higher. So because you just shove erases attack, it's going to take a lot more damage from Foul Play. But not enough to really make a huge difference. So I'm going to go for Foul Play again. Goes for the Iron Head. And try to make me flinch while doing a crap ton of damage, which he succeeds in doing. So I'm going to use Protect here and kind of let him wear down those Iron Heads a little bit. I don't know how people like fight Umbreon and they don't expect Protect or Leftovers. In my opinion, he'd be better off using Knock Off to get rid of my Leftovers. Okay, so his Reflect wore off. So that gives me puts me in a pretty favorable spot. With Iron Head again, which is going to knock out Umbreon. Unless, okay. I've had a couple instances where my Pokemon just hang on by 1 HP even though there's no way they should be able to. I have no idea how it works or why it happens. So we're going to switch to Dreadnought here. We're taking a chance because Iron Head still does maximum damage because he's rock and water. So we're taking a chance that we're going to go with Earthquake. See what happens. Because he goes for Iron Head like I thought. Okay, so I managed to get an Earthquake off. The only problem is that Dreadnought is very low HP now. So I took out his Big Sharp, so that's the start. And then I'm going to lose some HP because of the Life Orb that Dreadnought has. Still has a little HP left. Now he's smart, he sent on a faster Pokemon than mine. Which, depending on how he's played so far, he probably is going to be. Probably send up Grimmsnarl again. Or someone faster, maybe Hydreigon. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I always pronounce Hydreigon. But that's no. Where did I get Hydreigon from? That's from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Anyway, this is going to be the end of Dreadnought, one way or the other. Unless he goes for Reflect again, which I don't think would be a smart move. I mean, if he wants to put up just enough so Grimmsnarl won't knock me around, then I guess, yeah. So he goes for Light Screen, which is interesting. I don't know why he just let me. Well, I guess either way, I guess I'm going to knock him out here, but the recoil from Life Orb is going to get rid of the rest of Dreadnought's HP. So we're pretty even here. I mean, another problem is, like I said, Espeon in this situation is almost useless, and Lucario's been paralyzed. So I'm going to go with Goober here. Hopefully sends up that Hydreigon or whatever it's called. I can never pronounce the names right. He goes for Incineroar. That's interesting. Let's see what he does. Goes for Intimidate, which is going to work on Goober because she's an all-spectacle attacker. So we're going to go with... You know what? I think I'm going to Dynamax to go for Max Geyser. See what he does. He's either going to switch out to something else or he's going to try to color through it. Which, considering the move setup, I'm going to imagine he's going to use Darkest Lariat. I doubt he'd be stupid enough to use the Fire type. Because if you didn't know, that Fire is not very effective against Dragon. Actually, up until Gen 6, there was no... The only thing that was effective against Dragon was Dragon and Ice. So I go for Max Geyser, I'm faster. That's good. That's going to finish for a lot. Oh, I forgot about Light Screen, okay. But Max Geyser is also going to cause a Rainfall, which will essentially cripple any Fire-type moves that are used in the mix. Okay, so I thought he goes for Darkest Lariat. Six attack should do a lot more damage because of the rain. I can't remember what Darkest Lariat has another. I think it ignores the defense stat of the Pokemon even if it's raised. I think it's like its second ability there. Like every move has an attack power, and then it has a side ability. Well, some of them do. Like Slash, you get an extra critical hit. Leaf Blade, critical hit. Stuff like that. Like if I use Muddy Water with Goodra without switching out, I would have a chance of lowering the accuracy. And if you're wondering why I'm not using, I don't know if Gudra can learn Hydro Pump or not. The reason I didn't do that is because I don't like relying on powerful moves to have a low accuracy, because I did that in the past and I've got majorly screwed more than once. So I don't know what he's doing here. Did he like run out of ideas and trying to figure out what I'm going to do next? Okay, so he sticks around. Maybe he's thinking about using a different move. Trying to think of strategy to counter this. So unless he uses something, I think I got him during the next turn here. No problem is that I've wasted all my Dynamax power trying to take out this Incineroar. So either this is going to knock him out. So he's going to withdraw for probably going to send out Hydra. Yep. Hydra Geon, however you pronounce it. Which actually isn't a bad move. We're going to go Max Geyser here. It's going to do next to no damage, but no. And then Gudra's going to get to her normal form. And then I'm going to take a chance here and use Draco Meteor. Because I got a feeling one way or another, Gudra's either going to die this turn or next turn. Even if I do manage to take out that Dragon type of his. Probably Dragon Pulse is what he's going to go for. Probably to guess. Either he has Draco Meteor too and has a White Herb. Because he, like I thought, he had Draco Meteor. Which is probably going to knock out Gudra unless what happens. Nope, Gudra's down. Okay, so he wards special attack White Herb. No White Herb. No White Herb, that's interesting. Okay, so I'm going to switch up to Lucario here. The only reason I'm doing this is because Hydreigon's special attack is on lower, so I don't think unless I get paralyzed, which I would not be surprised at actually happening, won't knock out Lucario. If he uses Flamethrower in this situation, which gets... Okay, so he switches back out. Probably back to Mandibuzz. Yep. There's one thing I've been saying. I've been facing a lot of powerful trainers lately. A lot of them, like a lot of these things are people who barely even just finished the game. The rain stopped. Okay. He's going to use Leftovers to restore the HP. I'm going to go with Rock Slide, see what happens. Rock Slide should do more damage, but okay, so it goes for Foul Play. Okay, so Lucario's on 9 HP, and he's paralyzed, so nothing I can do about that. So Lucario's down, and I have 2 Pokemon left after this. One is Loki, and the other one is Sunrise, which is Lapras and Espeon. So in this situation, his Light Screen worn off, so that gives me a slight advantage. Not like a huge one, but a slight one. Now, I would think he's going to switch out. Probably to a 5-attack Bishop to avoid the Ice Beam. So I'm going to take a left turn here. I'm going to use Thunderbolt instead. So it goes for Knockoff, which is actually going to help me because now I can use... My special attack goes down, but now I can use different moves because the choice is finished off. Alright, so that's the end of Mandibuzz. See what he does here. Okay, so he goes for Incineroar. Probably trying to bait me out. Maybe hit me with a really strong move. Okay, so he goes for Intimidate, which isn't going to help him at all. So we're going to go with Hydro Pump. I usually don't use Hydro Pump, but it is the strongest water type move. Okay, so he goes for Fake Out, which is going to make me flinch because it's the first turn. Otherwise, it won't do any damage whatsoever. So we're going with Hydro Pump again. We're going to go with Darkest Lariat. Or maybe a Fighting type move. He goes for Flare Blitz, which is interesting because... Oh, that's right, because water and ice. Okay. So I hit him with Hydro Pump. That's alright. So I think I put up a pretty good fight, but I don't think I'm going to win this one. Just like the last one, I'm not going to win this one. So let's see what he does. I think I eliminated a lot of his fast Pokemon so far. So with the Hydro. This is really comes to the outcome whether I hit him with Ice Beam or not, and it hits without Loki dying. Or Loki dying. So it goes for Dark Pulse. So he knows Dark Pulse at the end of it. Because... Espeon, I could go with Calm Mind and then try to hit with Shadow Ball. But, You know what? I'm gonna try that. If I go out, I'm going out like this. I'm just going out with, hey, I'm gonna lose, but I'm gonna. Okay, so he's faster. That's. I'm trying to figure out how they're choice. That could be the reason. It could be no. Okay. No, he used Dark Pulse 2 times in a row. He might be Scarf choice, which means he will raise his special attack. So that's gonna be it. I'm done anyway. So I'm just gonna go with Shadow Ball, and that's gonna be the end of it. I came pretty close though. Yeah, he's a Scarf choice, so his speed goes up. So not a really lot of bullcrap there. I got paralyzed once, and most of the time he just outsmarted me. So I would not be surprised if someone I know, because I know I'm in a Facebook group and they have gym leaders, and one of them is a Dark type user. But you know, what are you gonna do? Like I said, I usually take my losses very gratefully, unless there's a lot of bullcrap going on. Like, I will quit, straight up quit, if they decide to status AO me, if they just try to confuse, put to sleep, or they try some really weird strategy. Like, I'll give up if I don't know if you guys saw the video. There was an SQ that I fought. Now, if you don't know what SQ's ability is, it's something, I think it's called like Ice Face or something like that. And what happens is it's the same as Mimikyu's ability. You can take one hit without taking any damage. So what this guy did, and I thought it was actually kind of genius, is that he had Hail as a move, and he also had Belly Drum. That was it. And he had 2 other strong moves. He used Belly Drum, which lowers your HP down to half, and raises your attack to its maximum. Then he Dynamaxed and started attacking me. Now, because of his Ice Face, that means I'd have to hit him one time uninterrupted with his face breaking. So what he'd do is he'd set up Hail. So when you have Hail with Ice Face, you can regenerate it once a battle, I believe. Once a battle. Which basically made his Ice Q almost untouchable. Which, to be honest with you, I think maybe I should try that, because that seems like a really... I usually don't take strategies from other people, but maybe I'll just replace I'll place Locky with SQ, because I think he could really be helpful. Now, don't get me wrong, I hate SQ, I hate Mimikyu because of their abilities. That's the only reason. Mimikyu is kind of cute looking. SQ is, like, if you take off his Ice Mask, he's really derpy looking. But anyway, after me rambling for about 5 minutes, this is Pokemon Fan 993 signing off. I'll see you guys in part 21. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.